Okay, hold on, side note. Again, if you're a Gilmore girl, if you know, you know. Hey y'all, it's Christy, welcome back. I thought I would chat with you for a little bit about some things that I found interesting this week, or just something that I wanted to see what your opinions were. I thought I'd do my laundry while I talk to you. I don't know about you guys, but I only have a few things that I dry. You know, underwear, I don't dry my bras, but my jeans, I do dry those. But my shirts and all those things, I always air dry them. And so I have this huge stack of laundry, I'll show you here, that I need to hang up and then put away eventually. But the thing I wanted to talk to you about is our stuff, okay? We have stuff. I love to go to estate sales, but I find there are brand new, never been open, nice things. And I'm like, this is not new. This is like a 20-year-old version of something. My nanny is the perfect example of this. She died when she was 92, and I loved her so much and would go see her every week. And I remember in the 80s, I mean, this is in the 80s, I saw in her bedroom, she had some towels that were brand new. And I was like, Nanny, why don't you have these out? And she's like, well, I'm saving those. And I'm thinking, for what? What are you saving for? And she's like, well, I might have someone important come visit me one day, and I want to have, you know, nice towels for them. And I thought, oh, okay. And then I noticed she had a brand new, never been open, and you could tell it was from the early 70s, and it was like a toaster oven. Never opened it. And I want you to know, when she died in 2007, those things were still sitting there. She never used them. And I see this all the time. And I think we need to use our stuff. Like, I know I do get, like, the thing that I'm thinking of most recent, as far as not mine, but other stuff, but we had gone to an estate sale at the horse farm, and they had china that they had never even taken out of the box. So they didn't even display it in a china cabinet. And that just depressed me so bad, because that was the last day that the estate sale was going on. And so nobody wanted it. And it was half off that day. And this was nice stuff. Now, I don't know the brand or blah, 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 but you could tell it was nice stuff. And I understand the concept of, well, this is expensive, so I don't want to, like, ruin it or wear it out or blah, blah, blah. And my thoughts on that is worth and value. And they're two different things. I have wasted money on things that had no value. For example, one time me and Heidi had gone shopping, and we went into Tivana when that was still around. I don't know if they're still around, but we went into Tivana. Okay, hold on, side note. Again, if you're a Gilmore girl, if you know, you know. I love this. I got this at a thrift store, $4, took it off the mannequin. I wanted it. I love it. So anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, I have wasted money. I had gone to Tivana, and the tea that I got, I was like, oh, that's really good. And they said, oh, do you want a pound or do you want whatever? And this was probably 20 years ago. And I said, oh, a pound's fine. You know, I'm thinking, a pound of tea, $6? It was $20. So I get it. That was a lot. And when I got home and I made it myself, it was putrid. So I had a $20 sip of tea. That's wasteful. So I get it. If you spend money on something, you want it to have value, or it has value to you. But here's another example that happened to me. I had gone shopping. This was like when I worked at my first corporate job. I had gone shopping, Macy's, Rich's, I don't know, at the mall, the local mall. And I came across this really cute, I wish I had a picture of it, but it was actually a dressy like jacket, and it had pearls on it, and it was dressy enough that I could wear it to work, but not so dressy that it would look weird at work. Now, it was over $120. I think that was it. It was over $100, but I paid $10 for it, and I wore that thing out. I wore it out. And if I had paid $100, I probably would have worn it once or twice, because it's expensive and I don't want it to wear out. It ain't gonna wear out. You're gonna get your money's worth. That's the point. Get your money's worth out of things that you spend your money on. You know, it's what we've been waiting for. It's why we've worked all this time. I don't think that means you need to go and blow money. No, I most certainly don't. But I'm saying if you got something and it's sitting there and you're waiting to use it, flip and use it, or sell it and buy something that you will use. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's time to live. Let's do it. Anyway, another PSA, just something I was thinking of. And I just want to know, does that resonate with any of you? Do you find that you have the thing that you're waiting on, you're waiting to use? And if so, you know, put it in the comments. But it was lovely talking to you guys, and I hope you have a great night, and I will talk to you next time. And if you don't mind liking and subscribing, that would be great. But if not, I wish you the best in life.